Thanks for clicking on At the Game, presented by Playtech Sport. I'm your host, Casey Littlejohn, here in Enumclaw, Washington, where the Sun has decided to make an appearance today for an SPSL 3A softball matchup here on the diamond between the undefeated and 9th-ranked BonneyLake Panthers coming in at 9-0 against the hosting Enumclaw Hornets coming in with a 4-4 record. Before we get to the highlights, let's check out some players to watch for. For BonneyLake, the sophomore center fielder, Michaela Bladd. She plans to put on the blue and white of Brigham Young University. Incidentally, her cousin is BYU quarterback Jake Heaps. And the senior leader, Taylor Watkins, a star at the plate or out at shortstop. She plans to take her skills to The Ohio State University. And for Enumclaw, it's the freshman shortstop, Sarah Morrow, who adds a much-needed spark to this Hornet squad, who has dropped 3 of their losses by just 1 run. And on the pitcher's mound today for the Hornets, it's going to be the sophomore Josie Wicks. And going for the Panthers, it's going to be the junior, number 24, Randy Johnson. I mentioned Sarah Morrow, and here she is making the diving catch to end the top of the first. Now in the top of the second, and runners in scoring position, it's the junior outfielder Christian McCone hitting one up the middle, picking up an RBI for the Panthers. And then later on in the inning, it's McCone swiping third base, getting down and dirty, kicking up a little dust over there. These BonneyLake hitters can really hit the ball right back up the box, as Kaylee Patterson does here, picking up another run. Nice double play here by Enumclaw's Anna Litvinenko. Umpire says the runner left third early, so it ended up not really counting, but still a great play by Litvinenko. BonneyLake hoping to tack on some more runs, but the senior Kayla Krantz comes up with the catch, ending the inning. But BonneyLake jumps out to a 6-0 lead. Enumclaw trying to get the bats going, and the ball gets sent for a ride here, but you're not going to get much past Michaela Bladd out there in center field. The junior Courtney Cox does find some green, though, out in left field, hoping to spark that Hornet offense. However, Randy Johnson gets the Enumclaw hitter to pop up, and Taylor Watkins does a nice job fighting the sun, comes down with the catch. With the runner on first, the senior Chloe Beal sends one out to center field, just drops down. Beal ended up going 3 for 4 on the day. And then freshman Maddie Lowry hoping to continue the trend, but Enumclaw is able to come up with the double play. Here's Kranz at the plate for Enumclaw. She gets some good contact on it. Now check out the nice bunt here by Sarah Morrow. Put the defense in a tough spot. Ball gets thrown away. Run comes in to score for Enumclaw, perhaps putting them back in business. So with the bunt working, the freshman Becky Forza tries to get it down, gets by the catcher. Another run comes in for the Hornets. After 3 innings, BonneyLake leading 7-2. And then it's the future Buckeye Taylor Watkins swinging for the fence, doesn't quite get there. Rolls all the way to the wall though, and she's wheeling around for a triple. Watkins finished 2 for 3 with 2 triples. And then I'm sure BonneyLake's seen this a lot this season. Bladd driving in Watkins with a shot to right. And then it's Johnson. She can do more than pitch. She drives one for a double. Now here's Chloe Beal again with one of those 3 hits, driving in Bladd. And BonneyLake definitely finding their stride in the 4th inning. Here's another hit right over the second base bag for the Panthers. It's McCone. Panthers rolling. With the Sacks juiced, a heads-up play and a strong throw by Sarah Morrow to get the force out of home. Heads up D. So as we move on, the Hornets are going to keep swinging the bats, and it's the freshman, Jocelyn Perotti. And then the Panthers show off some defense, as I believe that's Chloe Beal playing catcher, throwing a dart down to Taylor Watkins out by a mile. And then just after that, a fantastic double play. I believe that's Patterson throwing across the diamond to Lowry, who does a great job blocking the bag and getting the tag down. BonneyLake looks like they're for real and will remain undefeated as Blad sends a shot over the center fielder's head. In there with a stand-up double. For Enumclaw, Kayla Kranz gets another hit. She was a bright spot for the Hornets. And then BonneyLake trying to close it out in style, going for the double play, doesn't quite get there. But with 2 outs, the comebacker right to Johnson, she snags it. And BonneyLake comes out with a convincing victory over Enumclaw, 15-2. I caught up with the Playtech Sport Player of the Game, Taylor Watkins.
Well, we've worked really good as a team, and we practice really hard every day. We never really take a break, and we've come together as a team, and it's been really good. We all pitch in, and it's not just a one-man show out there. I'd have to say our hitting was working really good today. We all stepped up to the plate with confidence and got really good hits, and we were very confident, especially with the way that the beginning of the game started, because we had a rough time getting to the field today. But I think we came out with a lot of confidence and didn't take the team for granted.
So BonneyLake remains undefeated, coming out on top today over Enumclaw, 15-2. We'll be back next week with more softball. Coming up at the start of the May, I'm going to bring you some rugby highlights here in Washington State. So stay tuned to At the Game, presented by Playtech Sport. Hope to see you next time.